each group, at least 2 people. Talk about what you did today, what you're going to work on, and go from there. Julian and then Daisy.
So for our group, we talked about and finalized our learning objectives because we have a meeting coming up and we need to present those. And then we started working on a scenario, and we're also going to meet over fall break to finalize some scenario options because we also need to present that in our meeting.
Okay, so we went over the email template that we worked on the last week that we're going to send to the people we want to interview. So we looked over that and got feedback from everyone that didn't work on it. So we have edits to make, so that's one of the jobs for the next week. And then we have a few more to-dos that we created and talked about based on our timeline to move us forward. And then we decided we're not going to meet over fall break because we have a lot of people that are going to be on, and we assign tasks, so everyone just kind of needs to get done what they need
to. I'll be the second person that goes for videos. Some of the tasks that are going to get done this week, Peyton she emailed Emily and Adam asking about health protocols for the interview videos. And then we an intro to the videos and the length of them, and we're also going to start looking at production companies just to get an idea on that. Yeah, I think Daisy said everything else.
Cool. Also, just one quick thing. While we were talking the simulation in the main room earlier, someone asked a question. It was do you guys plan on making just interviews or also some videos that are kind of how to engage in an uncomfortable conversation or whatnot? Sorry, Edie.
Yeah, tag on that. I think it'd be cool if maybe someone from the video committee and someone from the simulation committee worked on a video together, because we both underline we're all heading towards the same goal, but to have that video example of what we're trying to achieve. So someone interviewing one of the simulation members about what the learning objectives are and what we're trying to achieve, to give a video example of the simulation so they tie together, if that makes sense. So just collaborating on that. But yeah, sorry.
On Derek's question, we hadn't really talked about doing anything like that, but it was more talking to other people about certain things. We have, I think Victor and maybe Baron did a specific discourse topic, and we were thinking of people to talk to about that, speech and debate teachers from Jenks or Union and other stuff like that. But we hadn't thought about it would still be a conversation. It wouldn't be us looking at the camera and being here's tips. It would still be a conversation, I guess.
I mean, that's really cool.
I think that's still what? No, that answers our question. Yeah. So yeah. I think the question was more interviews with other political topics education and whatnot, but having an interview video over civil discourse,
which
is would be really easy to incorporate, just have everyone going through the simulation, hey, watch this video on the civil discourse as well before you go to do the simulation or something. Maybe I'm just blabbering, whatever.
I think communication between all of us will be super important, just to keep tabs on what we're working on, how we can work together, and making sure that we're all on the same page. Any other comments about group work or questions over the break? Emily, anything?
No, not really. I didn't, I kind of missed most of your debrief. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I mean, I guess I want you guys to have a little bit of a break, but don't let the fall break crash all your momentum, because you guys are headed in a really good direction, okay? Another thing I would do is just encourage you to be mindful of the MVP thing, where it's like the minimum viable thing. So especially with the videos, don't get ahead of yourself. Do some practice rounds where you record a Zoom, keep it as like beta as possible. And so you can iterate fast. Does that make sense? That's just something I thought of right away. So, okay, that is all.
Awesome. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, so if you have any questions or comments or stuff you want to share with the cohort, just message on Basecamp, communicate, and you guys are free to go.
Yeah, have a good,
See
enjoy
you
your
guys after fall break.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.